Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome to the channel. I don't know if you guys heard this or not. If this is true, this could mean a lot of issues or problems down the road for anybody coming or wanting to come to the United States. And I don't even know what else this really involves. But the Trump administration plans to close key immigration operations abroad. And that the Philippines embassy is included with that. So what exactly does that mean? It's basically they're saying that they're cutting back on key support systems for those applying overseas to relocate to the United States. They got operations in more than 20 different countries, and they're shutting them down. Now this is coming from, whether it's true or not, it's coming from two key people that were in the meeting itself of Donald Trump making these decisions. They said that it was intended to provide more staff resources to handle the lengthy backlog in, what's that called again? Honey, what's that called again, that word? Asylum. Asylum applications from tens of thousands of migrants crossing the southern border every month. But it could come at the expense of legal migration, which President Trump has said he favors. Some agency staff members said closing overseas offices will make it more difficult and time-consuming to apply to immigrate from abroad, especially for refugees already in the United States who hope to bring other family members to join them. What exactly does that mean? I have the understanding that it'll make it more difficult for people to try to come into the country. But what does it mean for foreigners that are living in the Philippines? And it's to my understanding they're trying to work out something. If they shut the U.S. Philippine embassy down, how are they going to go about getting there? You know, if you're living in the Philippines, I'm pretty certain you still have to go through the U.S. embassy to update certain things or what have you. So what does that mean for them? This is like big stuff here. Does this affect anybody traveling? Okay. I don't think it'll affect anybody traveling. But it says that it will be a great blow to the quality integrity of the legal immigration system. It will throw that system into chaos around the world. So the International Operations Division has about 240 employees working at 24 field offices in 21 countries. So I guess that would mean that those that are working, say the U.S. Embassy in the Philippines, you're probably not going to have a job. Yeah, that's really something. He's been on this immigration kick. He wants to build this wall down in our southern borders, and he is demanding that it gets done. And it's been causing a lot of chaos here in the U.S. People don't want it. Some people want it. They say that the money is just not there. It's not there to build that length of a wall. I mean, it would go for miles and miles and miles. But he is determined that this wall is going to be built. you know, guys, I don't really follow Donald Trump. I don't really know him that well. I just know Donald Trump as he was a business guru, a very wealthy man. He became our president, so that just goes to show you either money can get you whatever you want, or anybody can become a president. I don't know, but I think this is something that's going to really have a major effect around the globe if these embassies are shut down. What does that mean for somebody that wants to come into the country? Does that mean it's going to take twice as long, 5 times as long to make something like that happen? If you can't go through a U.S. embassy, then who are you going to go through? But supposedly they're working on putting something else into place, okay, which I don't quite really know what that would be, putting something else into place to keep things moving. But I can guarantee you one thing, it will definitely slow things down. The changes at the USCIS, as the president's proposed budget for the next fiscal year proposes cutting State Department funding for humanitarian assistance overseas, prompting concern from refugee advocates. So he's really like slamming into a lot of these government programs. You know, it's pretty much, I guess, been done the same way for many years. They've made some changes to it, but Donald Trump is going in this thing with full force, and he's making all these crazy changes to everything. So if you have somebody that, if you live here in the United States and you want mom, dad, kids, whatever to come into the country, if this was to already be in place, it's going to make that very difficult to happen. If he shuts down the embassies, it's going to make it really difficult to get your family members here. So I just thought this would be an interesting thing to bring up for those that weren't aware of what is happening. I'm pretty sure within the next couple of weeks or so there's going to be new information coming out on this. He supposedly plans to have them shut down by the end of this year. That's what it's saying. The end of this year, 20 different U.S. embassies around the world are going to be shut down. And I do know for a fact the Philippines was one of those. So, if any of you guys have any information on this, anything that you guys may have heard on this, I'd like to hear your thoughts. You can check it out. I got this information. This is coming from the New York Times. It's coming from the New York Times, so it's legit. It's legitimate. That's what the president is currently in the process of doing. So let me know what you guys think. We'll get, I think, a little more deep into this once we know more about it, but I just thought it would be a good thing to get that out there to those of you that are not aware that that's probably what's coming. So like I said, if you're a foreigner, you live in the Philippines, and if you do go through the U.S. Embassy for anything, what does that mean? What does that mean if it's not up and running anymore? So I'm pretty sure they can't just shut everything down. They can't not have any kind of services available for, you know, you have to have something. But I don't know, if you're shutting down government programs that's affecting a global like global immigration, I don't know. A lot of people seem to also think that this is just one way of President Trump to slow down the immigration process of people coming into the United States. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I don't know much about it, but I thought this was very interesting. So let me know in the comments what you think, and I might even go at some point here when there's more information. I might even go live on this one to get a nice conversation going on this topic. So there you go, guys. Trump administration plans to close key immigration operations abroad. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.